Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Good. Do I have to put my ears on?
Only if you want to hear.
I can hear you just fine.
Whatever. You gonna mess with me already?
Yeah, why not?
Because,
It's fun.
it's what? Oh yeah. Does it feel like 2 weeks off?
Huh?
Does it feel like 2 weeks off?
Ooh, my hair is sticking out.
Let me go over here and make sure that
There. Yes, I have.
Okay, so we are there. We got output. That is output out there. Yes, Salty CA, we have been to hell and back. And at certain points of my life, I have seen hell freeze over. So, yes.
It was not frozen when I was there.
No, it was not. It was a pleasant.
It was a beautiful day. The breeze was blowing. The temperatures were just right.
Yes.
And it's hot again.
Here. There, it actually dropped.
There, it actually dropped. And his niece Danny said, I have a coat on.
Yes, and she has to wear long pants. And we go, what is that?
I told her to come down here. She could wear shorts all day long.
Absolutely. Well, I think we've got a lot of people that are going to be coming up in the chat room today for a couple of reasons. We got a lot of good stuff. Hi, back. Yes, it is good to be back.
I don't think it's because of us.
No?
No.
I don't think so either. Might have to do with a couple of other things.
That in particular.
Yeah, that might have, because we had some very generous patrons put in for this thing, so this should be interesting. And for you'll see, we have the way that we're going to be choosing the winner is not our normal roll the random generator and see what we get. We got a different way tonight.
We do?
Yes, it's going to be fun
as usual.
That's what happens.
It will be the first for both of us.
We almost had a meeting because I actually told you what we were going to do this week to prepare you.
Oh, that's right. See, I forgot.
Wow. So yes,
I'm not used to it, so it just kind of comes and goes.
Yes, we have a good.
It flits around and doesn't land.
We have a very good quiz for you this week. We got the quiz, the world.
Oh, I do remember the quiz. That's right. It's coming back.
Wow, see, it's even coming back
back.
Even more than it was before. That's good. Wow. So yeah, it's going to be a good show. We got a lot of good stuff for you. We'll see how your geocaching knowledge is, and we'll put in another drawing even for you to send in your scores and let us know how you did, and put yourself into a drawing for a cool undisclosed prize, because I forgot to look to see what we were going to give away for it. So it'll be cool. You'll like it. There's a lot of stuff. Lots of good things. Let's see.
You mean you don't know?
Oh, there are some things even I don't know.
The great and powerful Oz?
The man behind the curtain. Pulling them levers and flipping them switches.
I know, the big green head.
Yes. No,
that's
I'm
you.
Just saying.
And
yes.
dog too.
Yes, the Wiz. So yeah, it was good. We had a great time.
That's the Miz. Totally different show.
That's wrestling. That's different. We had a great time. We've got we had our trip to Michigan. Believe it or not, we did not do a lot of actual geocaching. We've got enough for a couple of vlogs that we're going to be putting out over the next week or two for that. Had a lot of fun. The one that I'm more proud, I think, than wife Amy is the accomplishment of wife Amy, because she's so humble.
What?
Of getting all 5 states in one day.
Oh, well, that was easy. We were driving.
Exactly.
We had to drive through them anyway.
Yes. That 900 miles one way.
Oh, my God. It almost killed me.
Yes, she is not the best passenger when it comes to.
Oh, you're not either.
And I mean, to the point of I was starting to think of that kind of gas that the dentists give you.
Oh, stop. I wasn't that bad.
It was either knockout or giggles, one of the two.
No, I wasn't that bad.
Actually, I would have loved to see with some giggle gas. That would have
I
been
just go to
interesting.
sleep.
Yes, she actually developed the giggles. That was funny. We actually you get the giggles to Amanda Giannis and I when we used to do on this trip a lot.
Yeah.
We used to call it the giggles. We would get from here to about mid-Ohio, and then anything you saw
Was flat and corn.
flat out funny. I mean, you'd see a cow and just start giggling and just go. Or somebody make some smart aleck remark, and the rest of them just break up, and you just lose it. So we called it the giggles.
Uh-huh.
Well, we got that a couple of times from this person over here, dealing with a Shrek. What was it? Shrek was one of the soundtracks we were listening to.
Yeah, we were listening to Shrek.
See, blah, 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 blah. No, that was Rubber Biscuit.
That was Rubber Biscuit.
Oh yeah, we were listening to Sirius on the way.
Yeah, Giannis recorded a couple of things.
And so Rubber Biscuit kicked on, and she kicked in, and that was it. We laughed. Oh my God. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. The kicker was, so we just to tell you the outside of everything, getting there was not so bad. That was probably about 15 hours, but we were stopping a lot. We stopped to sit down for dinner.
Oh my gosh.
We stopped for geocaching in each state. So it took us a little longer than the average 12, 13 hours to go. So that one took 15 hours. Coming back, we thought, because we were exhausted, we would walk all over Frankenmuth, and we just walked we were dead tired. And it's like, okay, we are not getting up no 5 o'clock in the morning. Big mistake. That was a huge mistake. We left at probably about
It's gotta be around 8:30.
And we were on the road for somewhere in the neighborhood of 18 hours, because what happened is we shot as straight through as you can, and we stopped a couple of times for gas and snacks and keeping hydrated and all the rest of that. We hit West Virginia about midway, right at the tarmac is, and next thing you know,
it's not tarmac.
What is it?
Tarmac.
Yeah, that one. It's the big shopping center thing that's in the middle of West Virginia. I thought it was tarmac.
It's not tarmac.
All right. Anyways,
where planes land.
Yes. So, anyways, there's this huge welcome center in the center of the state where you can also go in this big shopping mall type thing and go
Tamarack.
Tamarack.
That's it.
And so we were into that, and all of a sudden my watch starts going off like no tomorrow, saying flash flood warnings.
Like, hey, y'all better hurry up.
And I'm like, what?
And we're standing in a line at Starbucks.
Yes, and we're standing in a line at Starbucks with 8 million people on the day after the 4th of July. Go figure. So we get on there, and it started to deluge a lot.
Yeah, we couldn't even see.
Yeah, there were people. Basically, everybody was driving with their flashers on. You're on those wonderful, between Virginia and West Virginia, you got those nice 5% grades that you're driving on. So just going maybe 20, 25 miles an hour going up the grade, the tires were spinning because they were hydroplaning. That's how much water was coming down.
Yeah, it was bad. We saw a couple of accidents.
There was a couple of really bad accidents, and it was nasty. It actually, the tires, the way they were acting is almost like in the middle of winter if you're driving in those mountains.
Yeah.
So it was. I had no problem with adrenaline for quite a while.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, we actually got to the place where just before you got to the Virginia North Carolina border. I'm looking off to the left because usually at this particular point, if you look off one way, you could see Pilot Mountain way off in the distance, but it was kind of dark and very cloudy.
Yeah.
On the other side, you look down into a valley, and there's a town down there. I don't know what it is, but it's right there. And we're looking, and there is a wall cloud. I mean, there are clouds.
It's like flat.
It's flat, and then this wall cloud that just goes down and is just clipped off at the bottom. It was wild. We got some shots of it. Matter of fact, if you go to my blog, Geocache, I'm Not Obsessed, right? You'll see pictures. We put it out on the microwebs or the interwebs as well. But it's the first time I've seen a wall cloud like that in a valley.
And we're driving. Now he's driving.
Yes.
He's like, oh, let me have the camera.
Yes.
I'm sorry. You're driving. Did you say let me
In
have
heavy
the
rain.
camera?
In heavy rain.
He's like, yeah, I got to get the picture. I said, why don't you let the kid in the back seat who's not driving and can roll down the window take the picture?
That's not going to work.
So no, he grabs the camera and
Rolls down the
his window and takes a picture.
I took a couple. I was watching in front of me. There was only slight danger to life and limb.
Oh, what could happen?
What could happen? So yeah, we got some really good shots. So that was going and coming. So yeah, 18 hours going from Michigan to North Carolina. So that was a trip.
One person in the chat room is going up to Maine.
That's a trip too. That's a lot of hours.
That's an 18-hour trip apparently.
Just doing
it.
Yeah.
Never mind the stopping and stuff.
Oh man. But we stopped at some cool spots. I mean, we went through and we stopped off in Ohio.
So we did.
And we stopped off at Skyline Chili.
We did. Had to have our Skyline.
We tried the Skyline. That was good. And then we got into Michigan. And then we started treating Miss Amy to all the different delights of which are available there. So the first thing I take her to, of course, is Coney Island. So we that was breakfast.
Yes, actually it was.
So we took her to Coney Island for breakfast.
I went there twice.
Yeah.
Once for breakfast and once for the dogs.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yeah. So we went for breakfast.
That was good.
Let's see. We did a couple other things.
We did some geocaching
during the day. We took her to Elias Brothers.
That wasn't there anymore.
Yeah, that one in Whitmore Lake's not there anymore, which surprised me. We went actually towards when we were heading towards Frankenmuth. We went and we stopped breakfast for that, and she kept going while we're taking her to all these restaurants. Because when we went to the Coney Island for breakfast, I said, hey, I've been here lots of times before. I left about 7 years ago. This is her first time in a Coney's. They were awesome. They were really having a good time and just had a great time with it with that. So she got to have an actual Coney Island chili dog. And,
well, what was the funniest part of this whole trip to me was, I mean, everything was great. Everything was a lot of fun.
Yep.
Everybody was nice and everything. We sit down to eat breakfast and we start talking and I forget what
there was a couple next to us
sparked it, but it doesn't matter. The person next to us, we were talking about what was good to eat.
Right.
And the lady next to us looks at me and says, everything's good to eat.
Yes.
I said, oh, okay, awesome. Well, I'll talk to a tree stump because just one, how I am, and two, it's how we are down here.
Yes.
So she and I get to talking and she's telling me about all the things on the menu, yada, yada, yada. Her husband says, you didn't know you were going to get a talking menu, did you? I said, well, I'm from the South. I'll talk to a tree stump. So it's okay. She was from about 20, 30 minutes from where we live.
Yes.
In North Carolina.
So the first person she meets in Michigan's from North Carolina.
Like Harry,
you can throw a rock from here and hit it.
Oh, like that's awesome. So we started talking about that. So that was hilarious. And then the second person, we were geocaching.
Yep.
And a state of Michigan van pulls up.
DNR.
I'm like, this can't be good. So started chatting with them, explaining all the goodies and stuff. The passenger in the van, he was originally from Asheville, North Carolina. So the second person I talked to in Michigan was from North Carolina.
Small world, I'll tell you.
Like, hey, is anybody just originally from Michigan?
They do exist.
So yeah, it was funny.
I think the part that surprised me when we were in the Coney Islands talking to the couple, the lady was from, the impression I got is the lady was from North Carolina, the guy was from up there. And she actually
they actually moved up there together 20 some odd years
and
ago.
First thing I could think of is you moved from North Carolina to Michigan.
Yeah, usually it's the opposite.
Yeah, because you want to get away from the winters.
Yeah.
So I hope his job paid a lot because
ran away from the heat, I think. That's the only thing I can figure.
Wow.
But then we went to, when we got the Coney dogs, I said something about being from North Carolina and all this stuff and from the South, they said, well, she doesn't really have an accent until she says North Carolina. Really? First time I've ever heard that.
I had no idea.
And the guy behind the counter says, she doesn't have an accent. I have an accent. I'm from Greece. I have a Greek accent, you know.
It was funny.
It was hilarious.
Time. Yeah.
I love Michigan people.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yes, we really were in Michigan.
He did. He may have driven in circles, but yeah, he was in Michigan.
That's just me driving.
That's all the signs.
Yes. But it's nice. I mean, we had a great time. We spent let's see, on Friday we spent time in hell, which
that was fun.
I don't even have to bring up my ex-wife about that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, well.
But
I
yeah,
wouldn't.
it's a fun place. Hell, Michigan. Hell, Michigan's a little podunk place.
You found something to get her in there.
Yes, I did. It's a little podunk place. Years ago, the only thing that was in Hell, Michigan was a bar and a street light. Mm-hmm. And they lost the street light. Mm-hmm. So now it's not even a bar anymore. It's kind of a restaurant, ice cream shop.
Their ice cream is awesome.
Oh, of course. It's
but they also have cute little kitschy stuff in there too.
Yeah, there's everything
has Hell Michigan.
Everything has Hell on it. So all the quick jokes and everything that you have.
Yeah. And the guy in there, he was like, we got a wedding at 4:00.
Yes. So it's pretty funny because there was a skeleton in a bridesmaid suit.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was a lot of fun.
Yep.
But yeah, the ice cream was awesome. And they got like a picture
with the ice cream lady.
Yeah, little Halloween store there. So it hasn't grown much. It's got like a putt-putt course now and go that way. It's it's a little tourist thing that people show up so that they can say they've been to hell and go from there. So yeah, we got some pictures again on the blog and out on the internet that you can take a look for that. And of course we'll have a couple of vlogs in the next couple of weeks. Going over all that. So that was fun. Let's see. We visited a whole lot of family on Friday. And then on Saturday, we went up with my brother Scott and my sister Vicky and their families. And we met up in Frankenmuth, which is another tourist area.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
With a Bavarian theme.
If you cannot find the tourist area in Frankenmuth, you're walking through there with your eyes closed. That is the truth. They've got
a lot of it's your standard. They probably have about 30 shops, a little main street. Of course, the Bavarian Inn and the Bavarian Inn Hotel is, so they got the paddle wheel on the river.
It is awesome.
It is really a very nicely done place.
I still want the cheese place.
Yeah. I highly recommend if you're in mid-Michigan, stop off at Frankenmuth, not only for the fudge.
Oh my God, you can smell the fudge driving through there.
They make it right there in front of you, so you can actually watch them make all this stuff.
And taffy.
Yep, they make that there.
God. They've got a cat and dog store
where you can get stuff for your
cat and dog.
Cat and dog, yes.
Yeah, they make homemade dog treats. Oh my gosh,
that's awesome.
Yes.
So yeah, lots of stuff. Of course, you've got the
clothes.
Yes,
you can get tie-dye there.
Yes, everything and anything. They got shops and think the most kitschy type things that you could possibly want. They've got them there.
They've even got a roaring dinosaur.
Yes, that they were looking a name for. I wanted.
You named it Fufu.
Yes, Fufu the dinosaur.
Yes.
So yeah, tons of stuff. Of course, you have the great chicken debate that has been going on since the 1800s, because you have
Zenders or
Bavarian Inn.
Bavarian Inn, that's right.
And Zenders has more of the traditional all-you-can-eat chicken dinner with all the fixings. Bavarian Inn has a much more German-based.
Our Ohio friend said, and they make Buckeyes.
Nobody's perfect. I actually know how to make Buckeyes, but that's besides the point. My wonderful mother-in-law knows how to do all that.
She knows how to make a lot of stuff.
All sorts of German cooking. So, anyways,
I need to get her to show me how.
Oh yeah, she's got recipes. Linda will show you too. She's got all the recipes.
Oh,
and of course, just
Linda
tons and tons of stuff. So the funny part about the thing between Zenders and Bavarian Inn,
Linda, you need to teach me,
is The chicken dinners are identical. They're exactly the same. But there's this Hatfield McCoy Coke Pepsi thing where you either have to eat at Zender's or you have to eat at Bavarian Inn, and families get split up because their side is the best. And so there's this huge feud that's been going on for years with this. I found out not too long ago that they're both actually owned by the same family. But the feud is there between the family.
Well, it's been there for so long.
Yes. So both take very great pride into their establishments.
Well, you have to.
And
you're going to do something.
Each one thinks theirs the best.
Yeah.
And so you've got this. I mean, it happened with us. I was all set for my Bavarian Inn because that's what I grew up with.
His brother's wife
wants
said,
Zender's.
Nope. Cross the street, buddy.
So
he's like, but there's no waiting here. She said, cross the street.
Yeah, so I sucked it up
he
and
crossed
played
the
nice.
street.
Either that or we just would have eaten in two different places. I'm just saying it gets that way.
Kind of was not the point. And
Yeah,
he didn't by himself.
We kind of wanted to meet up with the family, so I was nice. But yeah, it gets that extreme for that. So yeah, you've got
Fortunately, you don't care that much about your chicken.
It's both the same. If you really have the sides are the same. The only difference actually out of the whole thing is one side wears lederhosen and the other doesn't. I mean, it gets.
Do you know how many
that.
people I had asked me if I ate at
Bavarian Inn? Yes, I'm telling you, that's what I grew up on. Zender's, bad.
I said no, we ate at Zender's. They're like,
oh yeah, you didn't get the experience. I'm just telling.
It's chicken, people.
No. Of course,
They're
what did we do
no.
afterwards? We went down underneath Bavarian Inn and hit all the shops down there. Because one of the things that I always did for my mother-in-law, who makes the Buckeyes and all the other cookies and such, they're German. I mean, German. They are German. And I always had to get a couple of loaves of Stollen bread, which is awesome. Stollen bread.
We did not bring any of that home.
We didn't because we had to go home. But Stollen bread is basically, think of a very light, flaky fruit cake. We actually had it during dinner with sugar, powdered sugar on the top of it. Very good bread. Awesome. Especially when you slice it and you toast it with butter. Oh, just saying. But awesome stuff. Good things, good food, good tchotchkes all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
And
it was funny because we were in one shop and Amanda and I were looking at something and I grabbed one and she said, oh, please do not touch. And I'm like, oh, my bad.
Because the sign said,
please do not touch.
Please do not touch.
Yeah. And we were both had our grabby little hands all over it because it was cute.
Mm. And of course, the final piece of the puzzle, the top of the cake, the whole deal was Bronner's. Bronner's Christmas store is the world's largest Christmas store. And it was just awesome. I wanted to get your opinion. You didn't even get to see the whole thing of Bronner's.
No, I didn't. We have to go back.
Yes.
Not now, but later.
No, it's going to be a while.
Flying.
Your friend showed up?
Yes, Julie.
Julie, she's been talking about Julie forever. And Julie lives in Saginaw, which you could throw a rock from Frankenmuth.
Yeah, she lives 15 minutes from Bronner's. And why she's not there every day, I don't know.
So they were off talking while we were trying to go through Bronner's, and you could get lost now in Bronner's. It's that big.
Yeah, it's huge.
I mean, there's just a ton of stuff through there, and just awesome stuff. We scratched the surface really when we went through this thing.
I did get two things though.
Yes, we got a few things. We got. I looked for. There's this elf, particular elf. It's actually a sprite, is what they call it now. And no, it's not Elf on a Shelf. My grandmother Smith had these when I was like very, very young, and when I visited her house. They've got this particular face to it and a particular style. Other than that, they're just goofy looking elves. I loved them. Mm-hmm. I absolutely loved them. Mm-hmm. And I had one or two from after she passed away, mm-hmm. and those got bad because of moisture and packaging and storage and all the rest of that stuff. So I felt kind of heartbroken. I never had them. Just happened to look in Bronner's and found some of the smaller versions of it.
Amanda came up flying up to you. Dad!
She knew exactly what I was talking about.
I was like, oh my gosh, is Bronner's on fire?
Yeah,
that would really be bad.
If you can't find it in Bronner's, it doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist, no.
So
there's tons of village stuff,
you could spend
is
a
on my
fortune.
list.
Yeah, you could spend a fortune in Bronner's and not even scratch it. Yes, I get it.
The
I get
village.
it. The village. Yes, we will.
And
We
the
will look into
nativity
it.
scenes.
Yes, we will look into that, and I will go rob some banks. Good
Yes.
stuff. So, anyways, there you go. That was pretty much it. We had a good time in hell. We had a good time in Frankenmuth.
And we managed to do some geocaching
and actually
too.
did some geocaching. And
we did more than eat, I promise.
And not get completely devoured by the Michigan State bird.
God bless.
The mosquitoes.
Those stinking mosquitoes, man. It's like you had to have ninja moves to get rid of them.
Yeah, they're very aggressive in Michigan.
Holy cow.
Yeah, and that was 2. She had 2 flying around.
I had 2. I couldn't hardly sign the log for the attack.
Yes, and if you look at the logs down the road, it said, barely survived mosquito attack. Thanks for placing this here. And that's why.
Yeah.
There are just tons of them.
I will say, one of the places we were, one, he had to go in because there was poison ivy, and I am really allergic to poison ivy. But it was by this lake or pond. Imagine Michigan, a body of water. But it was really just very lush and green, and it was really, really, really pretty.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah, lots of stuff. It was gorgeous and lush and green. And during the summer months, it is absolutely fantastic in Michigan, and I love it.
Except for the
winters, you can keep it.
Yeah,
just
we'll
saying.
stay here.
Yeah, I'm just saying. So yeah, lots of stuff, good times, and we went right straight up the center of the state. So you got 5 Great Lakes. Amy didn't see any of them.
Nope, I saw about this much of one body of water.
Yes,
couldn't tell you what it
in
is.
a state that with thousands of lakes.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying,
maybe next time we will experience some of those.
I will take you to some spots where you can actually see the lakes.
A bigger version than this.
Bigger version than
Yeah.
Just saying.
State with 1,000 lakes.
Yes.
And I see this.
Yes.
But we had 2 days. So what do you do?
Yeah. What do you do? So it was good.
Hey, I got to see a Christmas store.
Yes, a very good one too.
Yeah, really, I'm pretty happy.
Yep.
And it's got to see family, so I'm good.
Awesome. All right, we got about 2 more minutes before we not
that
too
is
many
our
on the
trip in
critters.
a nutshell.
Photo Pro asked about critters. Fortunately, not too many. We
just the skeeters.
The skeeters, and we were remarking on how much.
I'm itching already thinking about those things.
How much heftier the animals are there in Michigan?
They have to be. Oh, and the deer apparently love cedar trees up there.
Yes.
Because
they eat it.
Yes. We were at your father-in-law's house.
Yes.
Chuck's house. And some of the cedar trees look like mushroom trees.
Right. That was a very good rendition of a mushroom too, by the way.
You like that?
Yeah, it was very good.
And his do not. He
Yes.
said, Amy, do you know why mine don't? I said, no, I don't. He said, because I spray them.
Yep.
Well, good. I'm glad you spray yours.
And that's why they don't eat them. Yes. So yes, no nasty critters, birds, squirrels, things like that. But
and your mysterious butterfly.
In Chuck's front yard, we were just talking
about butterfly.
We were just talking about the monarch migration, the monarch butterflies that go through Michigan. And I'm looking over, and something catches my eye off to the left. And I look, and over by his house, there's this butterfly doing this. And I'm going, oh, look, and it was orange. And I said, oh, I don't think that's a monarch, but look at the butterfly. It's
he's looking at me, and he's just touching my arm.
And I'm like, why is this going in circles? And it's one of those little things you put into the ground with the wire that comes out with the butterfly on the end of it, and it makes it flutter around. And I'm like,
he said,
cute.
Andy, that's solar powered.
Yeah. They had their fun.
He thought that was hilarious.
Wow. All right. So
He's such a nice man.
He is. We are going to be wrapping up the pre-show. We hope you enjoyed it. Lots of good background information for the vlogs that will be coming out about Michigan. We're going to do one for Hell and one for Amy getting her 5 states in one day, which was really, really cool. Here, I'm just trying to get some stuff up here. And so good. I think we were about ready to get going. So sit back. Why is this not taking this? All right. Sit back, relax, get your favorite libation, your favorite snack, the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast, is going to be coming at you right about, I think everything's ready right about now. Well, hello, and welcome. Welcome to the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast. I'm your host, Andy HeadHardHatress, and I am here with the wonderful, the delightful, the butterfly flying wife, Amy, the HeadHardHatress, and we are here for the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast. It is, let me get my notes here, July 9th, 2015. The next hour or so, both co-hosts Amy and myself will bring you some interesting information and tidbits about the game, the sport, yes, the obsession known as geocaching. So yeah, if you listen to the pre-show, you're going to get a lot of great information about all the things we did in our 4-day scant across the United States, going through 5 different states, and just had a great time. Yes, we went to hell and back. We went to some very scenic touristy places. We ate chicken. We had Coney Islands. We had chili. We had chili. We had all sorts of stuff. And we also got rained on. Thank you, West Virginia and Virginia.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, nothing like going through the mountains in torrential rain. Holy smokes. But anyways, all that is in the pre-show. So if you're watching the video, you've probably seen it already. If you're a patron, and you'll get the pre-show sent to you as one of the rewards for becoming a patron, and that'll be coming out tonight. Please give it a listen. It gives you a lot of background information about our trip up into Michigan itself. Just lots of good stuff this week. The trip was fun. We put on something in the neighborhood of 1,900 miles on the car. The trip itself took 15 hours to get there. It took 19 hours or so to get back. I wonder
I was so stinking tired.
Yes, it was a long, exhausting trip. Matter of fact, I was supposed to go to work the next day, and I
was not. I went ahead and took that puppy off.
The body said, nope, not going to happen. So I stayed home on Monday because it was something. We had
Gionis, who is 19 years old and able to handle it,
went off partying afterwards.
Oh, she did. We went home.
Yeah.
Got home and she said, okay, bye. I was like, whoa.
Where are you going? Yeah, so she was off with her friends and that, and I'm like, I need to sleep for a week.
Yeah.
So it was a lot.
I am not 19.
Yeah. So please watch in the YouTube area. Make sure that you're subscribed to the HeadHardHat channel on YouTube, and also on the blogs and the other interweb things that we do. And you will be seeing some vlogs in the next couple of days or weeks.
Something that I noticed today, I don't know if you saw me post it today, because I know you're not a Facebook guy.
I'm not a big Facebook person.
No, you're not a Facebook person. But apparently our governor of North Carolina has lifted the ban on hunting on Sundays.
Oh, we need to put that out.
Yeah. That's
okay.
What I posted today.
And that's something geocachers would severely need to know, because if they don't know that, that could be bad.
They have still banned it. They're not allowing it between 8 and 12:30, 12, somewhere around there. But I'd have to look at the post again. But yeah.
Okay.
And I do have, so there are some hunters out there who still refuse to hunt on Sunday.
Right.
But the majority will.
Well, the thing is, there's so much state lands on North Carolina. There's a lot of geocachers that wait until Sunday to go geocaching because of that.
Right.
And so
I put it out on my page.
Ooh.
So.
Yeah, we'll need to discuss that. Maybe we'll bring that up on Geocaching Podcast next week, because that would be a good thing to talk about.
Yeah. So the article, the thing is out on my on my Facebook page.
Thank you so much.
So-
That is some news that definitely is something. If you're in North Carolina, keep your head low and make sure people know where you're at now, if that's the case.
And
did they say when it actually started?
October 1st, I think it was.
Okay, so it's coming up in October.
You've got a little bit of time, but even still, if you go ahead and get in the habit of doing what you're going to do now,
right,
then it's just going to become second nature and you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. But if you're used to geocaching on Sundays because of that, that's something that you're definitely going to need.
Absolutely. Yeah. So,
all right.
Anyway.
Good stuff. So again, pre-show definitely has a lot of good information about our trip to Michigan and back. And again, we got some vlogs coming up over the next couple of weeks. So you say to yourself, so how do we keep up with this? How do we keep up with Amy and Andy? And how do we keep up with the show and all the different things that's going on and all the different places that you can get information on the internet? Well, it's very simple. To watch the live feed and join us in the chat room by going to www.geosnippits.com on Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The pre-show starts at 8 o'clock. A whole lot of people really love the pre-show because we just get into a whole bunch of things in the background, and you learn more about Amy and myself, which is awesome. We also have all of our social media links, including for you to subscribe to our YouTube channel via the geosnippits.com website. Two things that you really want to do out of all the internet stuff that's out there. One, definitely subscribe to the HeadHardHat YouTube channel, because every time we do a podcast, every time we do a vlog, anything that deals with YouTube, if you're subscribed and it gets published, it automatically goes into your inbox so you can watch our stuff anytime you want. The second thing is, please make sure that you get us into your Google circles. The main thing for that is, a lot of times we do polls each week. We ask for different information from geocachers about what they do and how they work with things. And it is a great place for us to get information from different geocachers, and Google Plus seems to be the best place to do that. Finally, we have our voicemail line where you can call in your questions, your comments, your suggestions by calling 919-341-9519, or you don't even have to worry about the phone charges and doing that. All you have to do is go to geosnippets.com and select the send voicemail tab, which is on the right-hand side of the website. Click on there and you can save a 3-minute message using your smartphone, your tablet, your laptop, computer with a microphone. And if you don't like what it sounds like, you redo it and save it until you get it exactly the way you want. Press send and it automatically gets sent to us. And the cool thing about it is it doesn't cost you a penny. It's all free, and something that we really, really wish you would do so that we can get viewer feedback for wife Amy to talk about, which unfortunately this week, sad Amy, we don't have any viewer feedback. I am sorry. So please don't make sad Amy. I don't like a face like this. I like it when she's happy. Believe me, I like it when she's happy. Get that viewer feedback in. Just tell us your different milestones that you've done while out geocaching, cool things you've seen, different things that you'd like about the show, comments about things that we've talked in past shows, all that. Send it into our viewer feedback, and we will bring it into the show when we get it. All right. You think it's ready? You think it's time?
I don't think so.
You think they're wondering?
Yeah, I think they're wondering.
Well, even though they didn't send viewer feedback this week, I think we should reward them. I'm just saying.
All right.
Anybody want to win a really cool geocoin?
Me?
No, sorry. This is not for you. It's
never for me.
I know that. That's why we don't have nice things. It is the
No, that is not why we don't have nice things.
It is the end of the Patron contest for Thor's hammer. This is a beautiful this is geo art. It is classified a geocoin. It weighs 7 ounces. It is ½ pound of geocaching goodness. We want to thank geoswag.com and also oakcoins.com for donating this fantastic prize that we are going to give away right now.
I can't say it.
Can't say what?
You're looking at me like what?
All right. That's between you and the chat room. I don't know how it is.
Thank you.
All right. So this is how this is going to work. Normally we have a list of all the people that enter into a drawing. We use the random number generator.
We're not going to do that.
We're not going to do that with this. This is a special occasion. One of the options that was brought into this, one, you had to be a patron. So only patrons can win this wonderful masterpiece of a coin here. The other thing is people wanted a way of getting extra entries in so that they could get a better chance of winning this. So what we did is on our PayPal account, and all this was on the web page for the GeoCoin contest. This is basically a fundraiser, and this was a good way of doing this. So on PayPal, if you say you gave a $10 donation, and you that has to go.
I know.
If you gave $10 to PayPal, you would get 10 extra entries. If you're a patron, you're automatically guaranteed an entry. But if you wanted to put in extra, then you just had to make a donation into PayPal for this, so that it goes to the money for the big bills that are coming up for the end of the year. That's the whole reason why we did this. And again, we want to thank everybody that participated with this. We definitely want to thank GeoSwag and Coins for donating. So this is how we're going to do this. Watch this. We have the Royal ammo box.
It's not really royal.
It's not really royal, but it's a camo ammo box. I'm just saying. And so what? Don't put the thing. Somebody's item.
It's not going to break.
So
it's Thor's hammer.
Don't pound
What's wrong
with it.
With you?
So, anyways, we have inside. You want to give this a good couple of shakes here, rollovers, whatever. She's going to spin this around a bit. You are good. I just don't want to get hit. I'm just saying. All right. She's spinning it. She's turning it. Good luck to everybody in this. We had tons and tons and tons. And in here is slips of paper with everybody's entry. So if you gave 15 entries, you've got 15 entries in here. If you've got one entry, you've got one entry in here. They're all in here of all the patrons and all the extra entries that are in here. Go ahead and open the box. Do you want to pick it or do you want me to pick it? I'm going to pick it. All right, then bring this here so you can't see. And I will open this up. You're having problems figuring out how to open this, aren't you?
Shut up.
This is what this is for.
Uh-huh.
Right. Well, it's kind of tight. All right, so I'm going to lift this up. Wife Amy's going to reach her hand in, pick out, please, only one.
I'll make sure I got only one.
All right. You got one entry. I'm going to put this back over here, and I'm going to let Wife Amy. Do you want me to say it or you say it?
No, I want to read it.
All right.
Oh.
Here we go. The winner is for Thor's hammer from GeoSwag and OakCoins.com. The winner is
Don Weekly.
Don Weekly.
Yes.
Congratulations, Don Weekly. You are, let's show the thing here. Just,
well, I got to type his name in.
All right. D-O-N.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay. And it's not showing up on the thing. All right. So, Don Weekly, you are the winner of Thor's hammer. Congratulations.
Move your finger. I'm going to type his email too.
I've got that. So, if you just put the name, I'll have that in there. Congratulations. That is awesome.
Oh,
you are the winner. Fantastic. And we will send that and Thor's hammer, and I'll make sure Amy's not going to pound it anymore.
I won't pound it.
And we will send that off to you. Congratulations.
There won't a retry.
I'm sorry you only get one shot at this one, folks. All right, good job. And there were a lot of entries. And we want to thank everybody for, one, becoming a patron, for contributing to the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast universe.
Yes.
And helping us literally keep the lights on We can't tell you enough how much we appreciate it. And
Yes,
again, thank you so very much. We will have another contest coming up down the road. We will have it for everybody, including patrons, but patrons will have an extra special addition to that. And that just gives you that much more of an incentive to becoming a patron. So congratulations, Don. Excellent stuff. And yeah, that's awesome. All right, moving on. We've got our GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast Geocaching Poll of the Week. Each week we put out a poll asking a question to geocachers, and we bring it up real time to whatever the results are for that poll. This is on Google+. And this one was interesting, and I'm going to bring this up right now live on the show, and it goes like this. Matter of fact, if you could read that, Miss Amy, I'd appreciate that.
Which one? The second paragraph?
Yep, this part right here.
Geocoins seem to disappear way too quickly when placed in the wild, and the concept of proxies began. First, they appeared in fairly shabby forms, and now are almost exact replicas. This does pose the following question. Do you handle proxy coins the same way as actual geocoins themselves?
Okay, and we put it out, and we had 3 different responses. Why don't you read lowest to highest?
The 14%, it says, I don't touch proxy geocoins regardless.
Okay.
At 26%, it says that depends on the quality of the proxy.
Right.
60%, proxy geocoins are handled the same.
Okay. So there you go. And I always wondered about that because proxy coins nowadays, before it used to be, I've actually seen it where somebody just drew a picture on a piece of paper and put that out as a geocoin. It's like, really? I mean, I understand the need for proxies because you don't want to put, I mean, look at our collection behind us. Those aren't going out in geocaches because they do sometimes not last that long. And that's quite an investment. And putting something out to represent it of better quality is so much better. And that's where you see like GxProxy, for example, have all the ones that they make. They're laser etched to match exactly what the actual geocoin is that's going out. And it's got a good heft and it feels like a geocoin. Those are good proxies. You know, plastic wrapped in laminate, just don't swing it in my book, my personal opinion. So yeah, there you go. That's the results out of the poll of the week for that one. Thank you for everybody that was participating. And again, this is another reason where you want to make sure that you're in our Google Plus circle so that you can get notifications when these come out so that you can answer and give your own opinions, because a lot of times we take the opinions of people as well. If you want to get into this particular poll or figure out how to get us into your circles, both links are going to be in our show notes. Just go to geosnippetsreboot.com, episode 119, and look it up, and you'll have the information right there for you. Excellent stuff. Wow, lots of good stuff. Moving on. Tonight's episode is brought to you in part by cash-advance.com for all your geocaching needs. Cash-advance.com. Go find it.
And also by coinsandpins.com, the best place to get custom coins, geocoins, lapel pins, and patches made. Go through our GeoSnippits links and use the promo code HeadHardhat for a 10% discount. And FYI for our listeners, you can sign up for their newsletter to get notified of when new coins and patches are available for sale. We're also very thankful to all of our sponsors, and if you want to see more of their products, be sure to go to our GeoSnippets websites and simply click on their logos. Not only do you get great deals, but it helps our program as well.
Absolutely. And don't forget to stop on by our Sponsors Corner, where we a lot of times have featured spotlighted items that the sponsors want you to know about. A lot of times it's about specials that you can take advantage of, different codes, new features, new products, that type of thing. Go to geosnippets.com, click on the Sponsors Corner, and check out your favorite sponsor there and the products of which they provide. Good stuff. Moving on. Yeehaw! Yep. HeadHardHat's geocaching quiz number 4.
Hey.
Hayes for horses.
Pigs don't eat it because they don't know how. We have a new person.
Who's our new person?
Our new person is Silent Green.
Ooh, cool name.
I know.
Welcome, Silent Green.
Yes.
Welcome to the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast. This is awesome.
Yes.
We love having new people come in.
I know. I have to call them out every time. I welcome them.
And you do it right at the inopportune time, too.
I know. It's awesome.
It's great.
Yes. Well, it beats in the middle of the quiz.
Yeah, this is true.
I got you before.
Yep. GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast, episode 119. And this is it, folks. I hate it. You know it more than we do. We like when she gets interrupted. He gets interrupted. All right. Now, this is becoming quite the thing. And we try to do a quiz every couple of months or so because it's a lot of fun. And we have fun making up the quiz. And we do it for levels of experience of all ages. How's that? All experiences, all ages.
Yeah.
The way we go is we've got 3 rounds.
I would totally fail this if I know the answer.
I was going to not put the answers in and see if you do.
Oh, no.
Round 1, there's 5 questions to each round, 3 rounds. Round 1, each question is worth 1 point each for a total of 5 points for round 1. We'll go into the point scales for each one. We want you to keep track. So get that pencil and paper out.
Mm-hmm.
We want you to keep track of your points that you've actually earned as you do this, because we have a drawing at the end of not this show. It'll actually be for next show,
right? But
you send in your results of your quiz. Nobody knows, nobody sees it, but we get a kick out of seeing how well, good, bad, or indifferent that people do. So the way that we do this, we've got 3 rounds.
Nobody does bad.
Nobody does bad, but it's fun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of fun,
Yeah,
and it tests your geocaching knowledge. Now, the kicker with this is round 1 is easy. Round 2 is intermediate. Round 3 is for the difficult ones. So let's see how you do. So get your pencil and paper ready. There's 15
papel.
Or pen. Le pen.
El papel.
El papel. I don't know French, so
that's not French.
Okay.
It may not be Spanish.
It may be something, but there's pen in there.
It's an attempt at Spanish.
Okay, so let's get going. We've got question 1 right now. Round 1, 1 point each for a correct answer. We're going to go through all 5, and then we'll go through the answers. Question number 1. What type of geocache requires figuring out how to get the logbook out of the cache container? What type of geocache requires figuring out how to get the logbook out of the cache container? Miss Amy, question 2.
What are the first 2 letters of every geocache code? What are the first 2 letters of every geocache code? I'd have got that right.
All right. Number 3. What is the term used to signify that you are as close to the geocache coordinates as possible? What is the term used to signify that you are as close to the geocache coordinates as possible?
Number 4. I am as small as your pinky fingernail, can usually stick to metal, and my log holds many initials, but not too many names. What am I?
Okay, one more time.
Gosh, I'm not good at reading that. I am as small as your pinky fingernail, can usually stick to metal, and my log holds many initials, but not too many names. What am I?
All right. Last one, number 5. What does the acronym for POI stand for? What does the acronym of POI stand for? So honestly, how do you think you would have done on round 1?
Honestly,
now this is Amy.
I probably would have gotten 4 of them.
4 of them?
Yeah.
All right. So let's go over the answers. Again, 1 point each for a total of 5 points for all 5 of you got correct. What type of geocache requires figuring out how to get the logbook out of the cache container? And the answer is
a mystery or puzzle cache.
All right. Question 2. What is the first 2 letters of every geocache code?
GC.
GC. What is the term used to signify that you are as close to the geocache coordinates as possible?
Ground zero.
Ground zero. I'm as small as your pinky fingernail, can usually stick to metal, and my logbook holds many initials, but not too many names. What am I?
A nano.
A nano. Number 5, what does the acronym for POI stand for?
Point of interest.
Awesome. All right, so how did you guys do? That's round 1. 1 point for each correct answer, 5 points total. Let's move on to round 2. Now, round 2 is a little more difficult, kind of your middle intermediate.
This is usually where I'm out.
That goes. See, I'm the same way on Jeopardy. Forget it. Round 2, I'm out.
I get the 10 points and then I'm out.
So round 2 is worth 2 points for each question. There are 5 questions.
I'll go get another round of drinks.
10 points for the round.
Okay.
All right. So you start with question 6.
Question 6. What is the first year of copyright for Groundspeak Incorporated?
Ooh.
Yeah, wouldn't have got that.
What is the first year of copyright for Groundspeak Inc.? All right. Number 7. What are the 3 options of printing the number of logs from a cache page? Ooh, think about this. What are the 3 options of printing the number of logs from a cache page? Now, in the old days, people would have known this in a heartbeat. I don't think too many people print off cache pages anymore.
No, I was like, are you sure he meant print?
Yep, print. How many logs will show up when you print it out?
Like, why would you print?
Well, see, back in my day,
like,
way back then,
why would you print it out?
We used to print them out because we would need to see what people had in their logs, just like we do now, only it's on our phones.
Yeah. I'm like, why would you do that? You can see it on your phone. But
yes.
Anyway, go ahead.
Number 8.
If you wanted to organize a bunch of geocaches together for yourself or someone else, what would you use on geocaching.com?
All right. If you wanted to organize a bunch of geocaches together for yourself or someone else, what would you use on geocaching.com? Number 9.
When looking at a geocaching.com map, what does the star icon signify?
All right.
When looking at a geocaching.com map, what does the star icon signify?
That's right. And finally, number 10, if you wanted to be notified of any activity from a geocache or trackable, what would you use to do this? If you wanted to be notified by any activity from a geocache or trackable, what would you use to do this? Little tougher. So seriously, how many do you think out of this you would get?
Scroll up.
1. Okay, intermediate.
Yeah, I'd have had to look up the rest of them.
Yep.
And if I had thought about it, probably 2.
Okay.
If I really put thought about it, I'd have done 2, but
all right.
Definitely 1.
All right. So let's see what the answers are. Now, again, for round 2, these are worth 2 points each for a total of 10 points for round 2. Number 6. What is the first year of copyright for Groundspeak Inc.?
2000.
2000. If you go to their webpage and look at the bottom of the page, it shows their copyright, and it shows the range from 2000 to 2015. All right. Number 7. What are the 3 options of printing the number of logs from a cache page?
No logs, 5 logs, and 10 logs.
Right. And we use reading those logs just like we do now. We just look at them on our phone.
I'm like, that's why I was like, why would you do that? You can do it on your phone.
Yes, but they're still there on the cache page. And if you don't believe me, go check it out. Not now, but later. Check it out. Number 8, if you wanted to organize a bunch of geocaches together for yourself, of someone else. All right, I screwed it totally up. If you wanted to organize a bunch of geocaches for yourself of someone else, what would you use on geocaching.com?
A bookmark list.
A bookmark list. If you set up a bookmark list, you can put say you've got all these puzzle caches that you solved, and you want to keep that stored someplace. You make a bookmark list of geocaches I solved, and you save them, and that way you've got this nice little list that you can look up at any time. Or if there's a tour that you want to go on, or if there's a series that you want to do, you can put them right into this bookmark list and check them out at any time very easily, right there on the page. Number 9, when looking at a geocaching.com map, what icon is the star? What does it signify?
My hides.
Your hides. That's right. So if you look at them, you got smileys for finds, you got stars for your hides. Last one, number 10, if you wanted to be notified of any activity from a geocache or trackable, what would you use to do this?
Your watch list.
You make a watch list. Works very similar to a bookmark list, except that you get notifications automatically for anything that you're watching. And if somebody writes a log or what have you on a particular geocache or trackable, it automatically sends a notification to you of what happened with that at that time. Very, very handy if you're keeping an eye on a particular geocache or an event or a trackable. Very, very cool stuff. So how you doing out there, folks? You should have, if you've got all of them right now, you should have 15 points. How you doing? This should be good. All right. People are coming in. We're getting there. We're getting there. All right. Last round. Round number 3. These are worth 3 points each for each question. So a total of 15 points for these next 5 questions, 3 points each. And Miss Amy, I'll let you start off on that one.
All right. Number 11. On the geocaching website, what do you go to invite friends to come geocache with you?
All right. On the geocaching website, there's a spot that you can go to invite geocaching friends to come geocache with you. What is that called, and where do you go? One more time, so people are scratching their heads, because this is a little obscure. This is why this is in the tough section. On the geocaching website, where do you go to invite friends to come geocache with you? And where's it called, and where do you go? Number 12. What is the main requirement for a logging of a webcam cache? What is the main requirement for logging a webcam cache? Okay, Miss Amy, 13.
All right. If you wanted to see if a trackable ever was logged at a geocache, what link would you select?
Ooh, I actually had to look this one up. When I looked it up, I actually found it by accident. I didn't realize that you could do this. If you wanted to see if a trackable actually was logged at a geocache, what link would you click to see that information? Number 14, what type of map would you use which would show the different types of relief in the area? Relief is a map term.
I'm like, I don't think we can talk about that.
What type, and it's not massage. What type of map would you use?
Oh, that would feel good.
Which would show the different types of relief in an area?
All right.
Number 15, last one.
According to the geocaching.com glossary, what is the term used when a response to a new post in the forums points you to a similar topic in the past?
All right. According to the geocaching.com glossary, what is the term used when a response to a new post in the forum points you to a similar topic in the past? There's a term for that. What is it? Boy, these are toughies.
Yeah, I wouldn't have got that.
These are toughies. All right, good stuff. Round 3 is worth 3 points each. For a total of 15 points, let's tell them the answers.
All right.
On the geocaching website, what do you go to invite friends to come geocache with you?
You go to community and refer a friend.
Refer a friend, absolutely. What is the main requirement for logging a webcam cache?
You take a photograph from the webcam associated to the cache page.
Excellent. Yes, a photograph.
I did know that.
Okay, excellent. If you wanted to see a trackable ever was logged at a geocache, what link would you select?
Viewed past trackables.
View past trackables will tell you all the trackables that went to that geocache. Number 14, what type of map would you use when you would show the different types of relief in an area?
Topographic map.
A topographic map, and those are
relief
available.
Is described as mountains, valleys, slopes, and depressions.
It doesn't say hollers, but that too. I'm just saying. All right, last one. 15. According to the geocaching glossary, what is the term used when a response to a new post in the forums points you to a similar topic in the past?
Mark Weld.
Mark Weld. Very, very good. All right, so we want to know, was this too hard? Was this too easy? Send in your scores. And send it to GsReboot@gmail.com. Matter of fact, in the subject line, put HHH's geocaching quiz number 4 and put that in there and send it to us by Wednesday coming up. So that would be like I'll check right here. So Wednesday the 15th. Make sure you get your responses in by then. We'll do a drawing next week at next week's show. And some lucky winner will win a Covenant prize, of which I have no idea what it is right now. But it'll be good.
Our baby niece is going to be one next week.
That's right, Abby. Awesome. See how she's growing up already. Our little girl's growing up so fast. So let us know how you did. You like the quiz? And if you have suggestions for questions for the quizzes, add that in there too. We'll include it. And some lucky winner will win a prize next week. We hope you enjoyed the quiz. That was a lot of fun. And we love doing these things. It's a great blast of fun and geocaching greatness. I love it. All right, let's move on.
Your support helps keep all of the GeoSnippits Reboot shows running along. Please consider making a PayPal donation through the link on our website to support our efforts and your ongoing entertainment. From all of us at GeoSnippits, we thank you.
Yep. Every time you use one of our links off of our websites, especially geosnippets.com, and you go to any of our sponsors, they keep an eye on that. And we get a lot of good reviews from them saying how many people do just that. And that just helps out the show that much more. And we have some affiliate programs as well. So if you actually go to like Cash Advance and click on the icon here, go to their website and then buy something, we actually get a little bit back at the end of the year for people that do that. Thank you so much in advance for that as well. All right, the Patreon campaign. You saw what happened. We gave away that fantastic GeoCoin for that. This is one of many contests that we're going to be doing over through the rest of the year. We love our patrons. We love doing the perks that we got going for. We've got, depending on the reward you pick, and all of them are nested for $1 a week. You can get our path tags. We've got something new in the works that will be coming hopefully very soon for that. We are going to do we're going to try to keep them about once a quarter. We're going to do our hangout and get that. And we are due for that. Yeah. So we're going to do that. We also have our pre-show that comes in podcast form. And we've got other things coming up for that. All it costs you $1 a week. And you just do that for a set amount of weeks, depending on the reward system that you want. For the people that have stoppers on your ones, if you want to open those up for a couple of months, we'd appreciate it. All the big bills start coming in, and we're trying to get the money for that saved up as soon as possible. And again, we couldn't do this without you fine folks. So thank you so much for being a patron, and you will see even more rewards coming up in the near future. All right, good stuff.
Do you have the email address for the bottom third?
The email address for the bottom third?
Yeah.
For the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast? GSReboot@gmail.com.
Yeah, I know, but for people to see it.
Oh, let me look. I may have an old one. Let me look real quick and see if that shows up. So I need to click this and I need to click this. And there you go. No, it says subject Q1 episode 91 because obviously this is from an old episode.
That's the email address.
That's the email address that you want to send to.
Yeah.
For that. And I should have thought of that. I should just have a blank one up there for that. And I'll have that. Thank you, by the way, for bringing that up and the folks in the chat room. Awesome, awesome stuff. And I'll keep that up for a bit here. All right, good stuff. Let's move on to even more giveaways. All right. It is time for the GeoSnippits Geocaching Cash Stash. Let me explain what this is. Each week, we have some of the best companies in the geocaching world, and they want to tell you fine folks about their products that they provide. So what they do is they send those to us, and we turn them around and turn them into prizes that we give away each and every week. And then that way we can spotlight that particular company, the product that they provide, and also you when you go for it and potentially win said prizes. That's the GeoSnippits Geocaching Cash Stash, and we do this each and every week. Miss Amy, let's go over the prize and question for episode 118, which was last week.
Oh, gosh, that's an awesome coin. All right.
Oh, I love this thing.
I do too.
I don't even want to show her because she's going to want it.
I already want it. From GxProxy.com, it is Conquer the Minotaur Geo Coin.
Oh, I love this thing. This is from GX.
I take it out every single time.
Yes, this is, it's heavy.
Oh my
the
gosh.
Minotaur is actually raised a good quarter of an inch
can't see
above.
it inside the
I'm
plastic.
sorry, it's gorgeous.
You got to take it out and show it and let
All
it
right,
shine.
let's show the fine people since we're got a little bit of time here. This is gorgeous.
See?
It's got a gorgeous red background. We have the entire set, which we will be giving away individually. You can see the Minotaur, which is pewter colored, a good quarter-inch raised above the geocoin.
Yes.
On the back, it's got this beautiful representation on the back. It is
you gotta do it so the light shines on it.
Do you want to be alone with the coin? I'm just saying. This is a beauty of a coin. This is gorgeous. We've got the entire set of 4, and we are giving them away during the rest of the year with this. But this is a beautiful coin. And again, this is from GxProxy.com.
Yes, it is.
And it is fantastic. And
okay, let's just go on with the question.
All right, let's do the question.
Give this thing away. What organization did geocaching.com partner with to monitor the creation of Earth caches?
Oh, excellent. And the answer was?
The Geological Society of America.
Absolutely. And they're still there. And believe it or not, this society started back in the late 1800s. That's how far back this goes. So, yes, that is the answer for question 118. Mm-hmm. Now, how this works is you send in, and we'll give you the information. Yes, Salty, we'll take care of that.
Yeah. Wow.
Now you threw me completely off. So basically what happens is all the correct answers that come in, we count them out, and we put them in our random number generator. Now, this goes from 1 to the total number of correct answers we have. And when we do this, I push a random number generator, and let's say, for example, it gives me 4. It is not 4. Miss Amy is flipping the magic geocoin that is going to say heads or tails, because what I have here is a list of all the correct answers. And so what happens is we say, for example, the number is 4. If wife Amy says that her magic coin flip is heads, we will count down 1, 2, 3, 4 from the top. If it's tails, we'll count up 1, 2, 3, 4 from the bottom, and that will tell who that winner is. It gives that just a little bit extra randomness to all this fun stuff. Wife Amy, are we going from the top down or the bottom up?
It was tails.
Okay, tails for the bottom up. So let me get this on here. And there's all the record, because we went 2 weeks with this. A record number of people in here. Let me count this out. All right. The winner, let me make sure all this comes up correctly.
Who we got?
All right. Somebody new, I think.
Oh, good.
All right. So let me mark this. I want to make sure I mark it so that this goes through. There it is.
Who is it?
All right. Our winner is, and they've got the correct answer in here, Bob Johnson, a.k.a. Seedale Casher from Carbondale, Pennsylvania. Seedale Casher from Carbondale, Pennsylvania. Congratulations. I think that's new. I don't think we've ever had Bob for our winner before. Congratulations. You are going to love this geocoin and probably put it in your collection, I would assume. So congratulations, Bob. That is fantastic. And we will get that prize and also all the other prizes that have been sitting in the area for the past few weeks. Those will be going out as well, hopefully within the next week or so. With all the travels and stuff, we just never got a chance to get them out. So we'll get those prizes out as well. So if you haven't received your prize yet from a past show, it's coming. Just saying. All right, now you're saying to yourself, well, wait a minute. How do I win to this? How do I get into this? You're giving away good stuff, which we do each and every week.
Give away stuff that I want.
We want badly. Just saying. All the correct answers.
Glad that y'all get it because somebody
gets it, and that's all that counts. All correct answers for this week's contest coming up need to be in by 12 noon Wednesday. That's next Wednesday, July 15th, 2015. Email it to gsreboot@gmail.com, just like we have on the screen. The only difference that you want to have that you're seeing on the screen is you want a subject Q1 and you want episode 119. Yeah.
It's a long way from 91.
Yes. So email it to gsreboot, GSREBOOT @gmail.com. Subject Q1 for question 1, episode 119. All correct answers will be put in a drawing just like you saw for tonight. Some weeks, for the people in the live chat room, we have a second prize that we give away like tonight. That's right. We're going to give away a live prize. Well, actually, the prize isn't live. You're live.
I was going to say,
right
I don't
here
want to touch
on
it.
the show, right here, right now. It's still wiggling. I'm just saying. We got a prize we're going to give away tonight in just a few moments, but we got to get through question for this week's show, which is episode 119. What is the prize, wife Amy?
From GxProxy, it's a grab bag consisting of...
Awesome. Now, the bag is provided by us because it's a sandwich baggie. I'm just saying. You got to grab something.
A signal pendant.
All right, hang on. Let me show. Very cute stuff from GxProxy.com.
I love
Signal. Little signal pendant that you can do kind of like a key with your Pandora and have one of these puppies hooked in on it because it's got a clip on it. Yeah. So it's Signal the Frog. Okay, yeah. What else?
A carabiner.
We got the good size carabiner, the good classic ones that you still can't use while hiking, but are awesome for keys.
A whistle.
Also great for your geocaching pack.
A GxProxy path tag pendant.
All right, now this is something that we just got at Geo Woodstock, and we're just showing it now. This is an actual pendant. Mm-hmm. And inside it, we are giving from here at the GeoSnippits studio, since we've got 40 of them, we are also including what this pendant is for holding path tags.
Yes. So we're going to give you a path tag.
We are going to give you a WWFM 12 path tag with this glorious little pendant holder for path tags.
Aww.
So this is really sweet.
Can I tell them what the whistle says?
Sure, go ahead.
The whistle actually has Caching Princess on it.
So this is a very cute little grab bag, because a lot of times what will happen is we like giving away because we get so much stuff, and we thank GxProxy for this, because Beverly just will sit there and grab. This is what happened at Geo Woodstock. We said, "Hey, we need some more," and before we could end the sentence, really. She's grabbing into all her products that she has at the booth. She's like,
"Is that all you got?"
And said, "Hey, is this enough?" And what we do is we combine them and we turn them into these little grab bags. So that's going to be going out. What is the question?
All right. The question is, where am I looking? Okay. Where am I looking? I got two questions there.
No, right here.
Yeah, I got 2 questions there. Do longitude lines run east and west or north and south?
All right, one more time.
Do longitude lines run east and west or north and south?
All right, we will find out next week. Get your answers in by Wednesday, and we will see who wins that grab bag for all those goodies from GxProxy. We'll find out next week. All right. You think it's time that we can do this?
Sure.
All right. So this is how this works. We have our world famous email race that we do for
Nice
giving away
picture.
the prize live. And I'm going to get out of here and set this up. And so what you need to do is this, and it's a good thing that we've got the bottom third up, because this is what you're going to do. You are going to set up your email for going to gsreboot@gmail.com. gsreboot@gmail.com.
Don't send anything yet.
Don't send anything. We've got a special flag to tell you exactly when you send this out. gsreboot@gmail.com. In the subject line, you're going to put Q2 for question 2. And you are going to put episode 119. So subject line Q2. The Q2 is very important because that's going to distinguish between the other ones that are already coming in. Episode 119. 119. All right. So set that up. In the body of the email, we are going to have a phrase that Amy is going to say out loud. The second you hear the phrase, type it in the body and send it. All right? gsreboot@gmail.com, subject Q2, episode 119. In the body, you're going to put the phrase that Amy's going to say, hit send, and then we will find out who the winner is. Fair enough? All right. I'm going to clear my board.
Clear your board.
Clear the board, because we already got people coming in and sending in for the question 1 for this week. They do this. This is good. The Q2 is very important. All right, wife Amy, let's rev these people up. The body phrase is
Magic bananas.
magic bananas. Send. All right, get them out there. Let's see who's going to win. And by the way, if you're wondering what you're going to win,
We don't know yet.
Yes, we do.
Do we?
Yep.
I don't.
It's going to be a grab bag, just like the one we just described.
Ooh.
So that's what you're going for tonight, folks. All right. We're going to set this off to the side for a little bit. We're going to close out most of the show, and then we'll find out who the winner is. So here we go.
All right.
I need to do things like make sure that this is all set up. Just click this and press this little magic button right here. Well, we certainly hope you enjoyed the show tonight. We had a great time with the quiz. Let us know if you want more quizzes. Do you like them a little harder, a little easier? Let us know what you think, and we will definitely keep that under advisement for the next one, because people love these quizzes. Secondly, please consider becoming a patron. One, it gets you into the special contest. You get the special rewards, and there are cool things coming up for patrons as well. And you also are a contributing factor for the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast universe, and we can't thank you enough again for all that you do for us. Finally, tell other geocachers about our show. Let them know all the craziness that we get into. Tell them about the pre-show. Tell them about the show itself. Tell them about the goodies we give away. We are very proud of all this, and we love sharing it with everybody in the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast universe. All right, Miss Amy, close them out.
Want to thank our sponsors, cash-advance.com and coinsandpins.com. Want to thank Andy HeadHardHat Smith, and want to thank everyone watching and the chat room. Please keep those comments coming in, and we'll see y'all next time.
That's right. Special thanks to the wonderful, the delightful, the lovely wife Amy for everything she does, manning the chat room and giving us all the wonderful insights she has with the show. Yes, they're actual insights. It's good stuff. I'm just saying.
Who knew?
A lot of good stuff coming up in future shows. We're not going to close out completely right now. Let's see if
No, we're not, because we got to pick a winner.
We got to pick a winner to see who's
Yeah.
going to win that second grab bag.
Yes.
All right, so let me bring this up, and we shall see.
We got a bunch, I'm sure.
Shoom. All right, there's that. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so let's.
You're not done
do
yet.
this.
The little thing's still
All
circling.
right, I'm going to give it one more refresh, and
okay.
hang on. All right, I am going to pick right here. I'm going to bring up the random number generator because it's here, and I'm going to put the correct number of answers that are in, and I am going to hit generate random number, and it gave that to me. Heads or tails?
Oh, let's do heads because we had tails.
Okay, fair enough. So I'm going to bring this up into the emails, and the winner is Magic Bananas. All right, the winner is Nina. Nina, Nina.
Cool.
You are the winner of that second grab bag.
I hope.
And so
I was hoping it was her.
All right.
She has signal earrings.
Does she? Well, the pendant will go quite lovely.
Yes.
So that's
we discussed that earlier.
That's XCA girl.
Yes.
So XCA girl, send us your address, and we will get that prize out to you as quick as possible. I'm going to try to get all the prizes out this week and get that going to you. Congratulations to XCA girl for winning that grab bag. Thank you to everybody that stopped on by for the show. We hope you enjoyed it. Excuse me. Hope you that just came out. That's what happens when you drink pop while you're doing your show. So thank you so much, even with my burpiness. And we hope you enjoyed the show. Please come back next week for more geocaching greatness that we love providing to you each and every week. And as we like to say out on the GeoSnippits trails, see you out on the trails, folks. Bye-bye. Be safe out there. The weather's crazy. Have fun geocaching. See you next week. Let's do this thing. Please be sure to join us each and every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time for another episode of the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast right here on the GeoSnippits website at www.geosnippets.com. The video version of our show is available on YouTube, and the audio version is available on iTunes, Stitcher, Blueberry, the Tech Podcast Network, and many of your favorite podcatchers. We love hearing from our viewers and listeners, so please leave your feedback by emailing us at gsreboot@gmail.com. Visit us through our social media sites or contact us via our voicemail line at 919-341-9519 or use our website Send Voicemail tab. GeoSnippits Reboot is a HeadHardHat production and is produced by Amy and Andy Smith. This show is copyright 2015 by Andrew T. Smith. All rights reserved. And clear. Excellent. Good show, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. This was a lot of fun. We love giving away stuff, and this is one of the many things that people love about the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast. We love getting the big prizes. We love getting the great prizes that we give out to you fine folks each and every week. Hope you enjoyed it. There's more coming, and we will be telling you about the next contest in the next week or two. And just so, again, thank you so much for stopping on by. Tell others about us. And above all, be safe out there. We'll see you next week on the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast. Bye-bye, folks.